Hey guys! Like, what am I doing? Hey guys! We just hit record for a little tea time. February 8th, 2025. Although the date now says the 9th because it's technically after midnight, it's still the 8th. You know, we haven't gone to sleep yet, so we're still working with the 8th here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're here. We're just chatting it up on tea time, having a little chatsy, having a little talksies. Yes, hello. How are we? We just did a little vote for the next series on Patreon just because I wanted to see what you guys were thinking. That's not a final that you guys saw there, but gives me an idea. It gives me an idea of what you guys are looking for. Yeah. Might do another one over on the actual Patreon. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll just make a decision. Maybe I'll make a decision to do something completely different that has nothing to do with anything on the poll. We have no idea. So we will see. Anyway, but I'm glad to know what you guys are thinking and what you guys are kind of looking forward to. It actually was pretty good as far as those poll percentages. Like it was neck and neck, like 39, 38, 39 versus 38%, One Piece versus Bridgerton for a while there. And then I think when I went to go make my tea, I think Ray might have finagled some people to vote for One Piece while I was gone because all of a sudden One Piece started winning more. I did not. I don't know about that. But anyway, I was just talking about Shotaro. I can't. This is so funny. I love how I started getting hearts when I said that too. They're like, you got it right. I can't. God, I love messing with you. It's great. See all the hearts? See? It's because I'm right. They know I know. She really didn't. What did you talk about? I love it. You guys are so funny. Yeah. I do have my tea here. I did just pour it though, so it is like very hot right now. So I'm just like, oh, it's almost drinkable. Yeah. It's still pretty hot though. But look at my cute little flower teaspoon. Literally, it's a teaspoon, not a teaspoon, but a teaspoon. And it's flower shaped. It's fucking adorable. Stop it. Stop. It's too cute. Anyway, okay. Anyway, so. Oh, that's so nice. This is the Tazao? I don't know. Tazo? Tzao? Anyway, it's that tea. Is it not on my thing? Tazo. And the flavor is wild sweet orange. And it's currently my favorite flavor. Like, I'm kind of low-key obsessed with it. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty bad. I'm pretty obsessed with it. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like more and more hair is falling out of the clip. That's okay, though. Whatever. We're just gonna, you know. Yeah. Okay. It just wanted to come out again. Okay. We're gonna tuck that sucker back in there. Yeah. Took it back in there. All right. How can you sleep? Well, this tea is no caffeine. The last tea that I was drinking has caffeine. But let's be real. I could have a Red Bull right now and still go to sleep and be fine. So, there's that. That's so good. This one's my favorite right now. They have an, oh my god, I just clipped that. What do you want from me, hair? What is happening? Anyway, what was I even saying? I don't even know. Okay, let's hope that worked. It wants to be free. Just let me be free. Anyway, for those who do not know, on the Patreon, I've started a thing in the new year where we will have movie night once a month for the movie and dramas series. Tier? What? Anyway, It's $5 a month. You get everything from the first tier, which is anything K-pop related, plus all the movies and dramas and stuff from the second tier. And yeah, we do a live. It's like this, but not here because that wouldn't fly. But it's like this, but we're watching a movie together, and you guys chat in the chat, and I'm just like, what's going on? Oh, bitch, what was that? And I get to talk with you guys in real time while I'm watching the movie, and it was a lot of fun. Last month we did, we did Hunger Games: Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. This month we're doing A Wicked. And I think we're going to do that on the 23rd, which is a Sunday, I believe. So we're planning on doing movie night on the Patreon on the 23rd. So put that in your calendars. I think last time I did it, I wanted to do it around 4 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. Probably do that again around that time. If anything changes, I'll announce it and I'll post it somewhere. So, but yeah. Okay, so there's that. I feel like I need to crack my neck. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, then my neck felt like it was gonna crack, and then I lost my train of thought. I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see what tea we have, you guys. Let's see. Oh! Do you guys remember some reactors I've talked about previously about how it's, look, we understand not everyone's going to like everything. We get that. And we're okay with that. I don't like everything. I get that. Not everyone has different tastes. Everyone has different opinions. There's nothing wrong with that. That being said, there is a way for you to communicate your thoughts on, you know, why something wasn't necessarily your taste or why you didn't like something respectfully without being a fucking asshole. There's a way to accomplish that. And for some reason, these guys can't seem to do that. Because time and time and time again, they're just out here just being flat out fucking respectful to the artists. Not just like the companies or but even the production team and stuff like that. Like, these are people who, whether it's you think it's your cup of tea or not, whether you particularly think it's good or not, you don't have to just be a dick in the way that you're describing why you don't like something. And once again, they did it again. And look, I haven't even clicked on this yet. I had someone reach out to me and say, hey, remember those guys? Remember those guys you've talked about a couple times on Tea Time? Back at it again. Because someone just happened to click on a video because they were interested in the person that they were reacting to, happened to click on the video, and sure as shit. So this is probably happening even more frequently than we know, but I don't watch their content, so I don't, you know, I'm not, like, informed about it as much as I probably would be otherwise. But this channel, of course, they call themselves K-pop Hater, in their title, reacted to Baekhyun. They watched UN Village, Candy, Bambi, Pineapple Slice, and Cry for Love. Okay? This is the synopsis of what I was told by someone else. Okay? Someone messaged me and said, wow. And they sent a screenshot. And they said, so, they just reacted to Baekhyun this time. Remember I called the guy a butthole mouth? Remember that? They just reacted to Baekhyun. And they basically were saying that Baekhyun, they basically were telling Baekhyun to shut the fuck up and stop singing. And that he wouldn't stop singing and he sang too much. He sang too much on a song. And that they have, and that basically SM is, that SM is lazy, with shitty production, and they tried to hide it with covering it up with him doing all these vocal gymnastics, but all of this shit he's doing isn't going to cover up a shitty song. They basically said that they pretty much hated every song. They said Candy was a reject Justin Bieber song. They said Bambi was trash. They said that, yeah, he's a good singer, but he doesn't know when to stop. Said that he was annoying. They then said that Cry for Love was the same, just not as shitty version of Bambi. Cry for Love was a not as shitty version of Bambi, but basically the same thing. Doesn't even have the same lyrics. Like, the lyrics aren't even the fucking same, but okay. Yeah, that's, they said that the, Pineapple Slice was just a terrible song. It was the worst one of all of them from the day. Yeah, so it is just insane to me that you can't articulate yourself well enough in a respectful way to communicate why you don't like something. You have to just go there, don't you? You just have to just dismantle something and break it down and just be so fucking rude by doing so. Like, do you get off on this? Because this is like normal for them. Like, do they get off on the hate comments that they receive from being shitty towards people? Does that like get them going? Is that why they keep doing it? Does it make them feel superior to have this opinion towards something? This like edgy opinion towards, does this make them feel superior towards like something else to do something like this? Like, I don't get it. You can articulate why you don't like something without calling it trash. You're acknowledging he's a good singer, but then you're saying he's annoying and needs to shut the fuck up and know when to stop. Like, it's crazy to me. At this point, I think it's just rage baiting for clicks. Honestly, tomorrow, I think it is too. Like, it's like, it's so infuriating. I'm gonna make the chat just a little bit bigger, you guys. It's just so infuriating. I just don't get it. Like, I would never say these things about an artist who has put hard work and time and effort into something. There's a whole team involved. And if it's not your style, that's fine. It's not your style. But you really feel okay with being this person? Being just this asshole? This negative asshole who can't seem to respectfully articulate why you don't like something. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand why you can't just be fucking respectful. It's really not hard. I promise you, it is really not that hard to just be just have a little bit of fucking respect, man. It's really not that hard. The comments, lol, everyone was in disbelief. I haven't even clicked on it, to be completely honest. I only know everything I'm telling you because someone messaged me today. And you know me, I normally click and I check out things myself. I had too much going on this morning to do so. But I've already seen them do this multiple times to other artists. And EXO. By the way, they don't like EXO. They have shit on EXO's music so many times. They've also shit on ATEEZ. Completely shit on them and their music as well. They've been super disrespectful towards both EXO and ATEEZ in the past. So I've seen them do this. So someone telling me that they're doing it again is not a surprise to me, and I'm going to believe it 100%, even without the fact that I haven't even clicked on this myself. But I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes, and I've heard it with my own ears. And they're doing it again. And who knows how many other times they constantly do this. I don't know. I just don't get it. It's just frustrating. I did just read the comments, yeah. Yep. Yeah, Jamae, who knows, honestly. I think I wouldn't put it past them though if they did do it. Because I feel that if they say something edgy or like say something that's going to make people be like, oh, what? They know that they'll get engagement. They know that they'll get comments. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it's two guys. Yeah. They sit on opposite sides of the screen. Yeah. They say they're silent and say nothing the entire. And they always say that they're only in it for the music. Yet they sit there and they'll completely talk and shit on videos sometimes about how that video was unnecessary or this was like, you know, ridiculous, this didn't need to be there. But yet they're just like, we're only focusing on the actual like music. They don't read lyrics. They couldn't give a shit less about that. So they don't read lyrics. They don't give a fuck about about the direction, about the music video. Yet they'll take their time to shit on it when they feel they want to, I guess. But they're only voting, and then they vote out of 13. 13? Yeah. From 0 to 13. Because I guess that makes things special. I don't fucking know. So, like, 6 is like, 6.5 is like, you know, middle ground. Aaliyah, I have no idea. Yeah, one of them likes Teddy Riley, but then hated the EXO songs by Teddy Riley. Yeah. Honestly. I don't know. I don't know what their deal is. I just don't like, and like I said, everyone can have an opinion. Maybe they didn't like that song. That's fine. You can not like a song, but you don't have to be a fucking asshole. Like you don't have to be an asshole. Like it's that simple. I think they thrive on it. I think they get off on it. I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. On Aaliyah, I think they would say the same about anyone. Because I feel like that's them. That being said, I have watched them. I've been curious about a couple other groups that I saw them react to. And I'm like, I wonder what they're going to say about this group or about this band or whatever. Because I've heard the things that they've said about other groups and why they don't like certain things about other groups. And I'm like, well, if they've said that about some of these other groups, there's no way they're not going to say something about, like, this song or this group or whatever. And I've watched a couple things, and I'm like, they liked that one compared to the other stuff I've heard them listen to? Like, hold on a second. Are they pandering? Like, I don't know. Because I've seen them react to multiple other groups and specifically certain songs. Basically, certain songs. I've seen them react to certain things, other groups, and certain songs of other groups that I know of. And I'm just like, how on earth were you not just as critical about, like, this song? Or, like, this production? Or this vocal? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. I think it's weird. Oh, sing it. Anyway, so we're gonna change the subject from that. I just needed to tell you guys about that shit. I just think it's ridiculous how someone just can't be respectful. Be fucking respectful. It's not difficult. It costs you nothing. Anyway, so okay. So, oh, by the way, is Ray still here? I saw something and I was like, if Ray knows these exist, she's gonna buy it just because of it. Ray, so you know how I love Crocs. You know I love Crocs, right? Well, apparently there is this new, because you know, like they have like a lot of Crocs have come out and they're like really cute. They're like sandals and this and that, blah 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 blah. Well, they have a new pair of sandals that are out. They're called the Getaway Platform Toe Loop sandals, like platform sandal. And there's this kind of like sherbet-y kind of like orangey color, and it's called Golden Hour. It's called Golden Hour, and I'm like, okay, but they're actually cute. But I was like, oh no, don't tell Ray. Don't tell Ray that these you guys can't see shit. Don't tell Ray these exist, because if she can, she's gonna buy them. Whoa. I accidentally turned up my volume instead of my light. It's hard to see it, but yeah. They're actually really cute. But it's hard to see it, sorry. But yeah, anyway, it's called Golden Hour. As soon as I saw it, I was like, wait, what does that say? I was like, oh no. Don't tell Ray. Don't tell Ray. She's gonna do what she can to buy them damn shoes. Shoes of the year. Oh god, I can't. Anyway, yeah. They're Crocs. They're called Golden Hour. Well, they're called Getaway sandals, and they're Golden Hour is the color. So funny. All right, let's talk about the current most hated A-teenie. Let's talk about this. I just need to say that she is lucky she's not my friend. Actually, I need to say that if she was my friend, she never would have fucking tried it, first of all. Because I wouldn't associate with people like that. Bottom line. For those who do not know what we're talking about, there's a segment in the concert where one of them will, like, you know, pick out, and they don't always do this, but, like, you know, one of them will pick out, like, an A-teenie that they might have spotted and give them their mic so that they can say, like, you know, like, who their favorite, you know, member is or whatever, and, like, that member is, like, the boss, and, like, they then do, like, something, whatever. Anyway. So Mingy saw a girl that was holding up I think a heart-shaped sign that said, like, Mingy on it. And so during the segment, he pointed at her, and he had the security guard give her his mic. So she was like, you know, so she grabs the mic, and, you know, she's like excited, and so anyway, so she yeah, okay, hold on, guys, let me finish the story. Jesus, y'all are, like, all comment at shit in the comments. Hold on, you guys know I have ADD. I can't handle reading your comments and talking about this at the same time. Anyway, so Migi gives her the mic, and she's excited, and she goes to try to say something, but then she kind of, like, laughs, because I think she was kind of like, oh my god. So the moment she went to just kind of, like put the mic aside, just kind of laugh, like, giggle for a second, and she went to put the mic back, her friend snatches the mic out of her hand and puts the mic in her hand instead. And her friend was just like, you can tell her friend is very much have been walked on by this person. You can tell by their dynamics. That girl wasn't like, hey, wasn't like, give me the mic back. No, she just let it happen, which means this is probably how she's treated in that friendship all the time. For her to just let that happen like that and say nothing, not be like, whoa, 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 like, or like, hey, give me that mic back, or not. She was just like, huh. And that was that. And so I guess, like, they, like, you know, she has to say, like, you know, who's your favorite ever, and, like, or, like, you know, I think one of them was just like, oh, who's the most handsome, blah, 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 blah. Or no, I think they were like, who's your favorite? And her friend leans over to say something in the mic, because she doesn't have the mic anymore. The one that was picked leans over and was like, Mingy's the most handsome. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, to say Mingy's the most handsome. Now, you have to remember, this is Mingy's microphone. Mingy has his in-ears in. So he hears every single thing coming from the feed of that mic directly into his ear hole. Okay? So she's like, Mingy's handsome. And she's leaned over because the girl stole the mic from her. So she's leaned over to try to, like, say that into the mic. And the girl goes, no. Puts her hand up to her face and says, no. in response to her saying, Mingy's handsome. This is in Mingy's in-ear. And then she was like, we love all of you. Like we love all of, and San's like, we know. That was San's response to her being like, we love all of you. And he goes, we know. And she goes, well, my favorite's Wooyoung. And Wooyoung just kind of laughs and was like, you know, okay, whatever. People are pissed. People are like, you've got to be fucking kidding me with this bitch. And then she thinks that she's like the cutest, bestest thing because they keep panning the camera back to her in the next, like during the next like kind of little segment. And she's with her son. She's like, yeah. Like, she is just the most popular girl at school. She's so proud of herself for how she handled that. So, yeah. Then people were obviously coming for her online because of this, right? And so people also started digging and found that during a fan sign, or not fan sign, I think it was like where it was like a send-off or whatever, where everyone's just kind of there. Wooyoung's going through the line, signing stuff as he goes. She, for some reason, decides to take it upon herself to reach out and grab his arm and kind of like touch his arm. And she's like, non-consensually, just thinks it's okay just to completely reach out and grab the idol, even though no one said that, you know, they should do that. It was Fashion Week. Okay, yeah. It was Wooyoung's fashion show. Yeah. So she exhibits that kind of behavior. People also, like I said, started coming for her online because of her behavior. She then tried to cover up the behavior and say that, oh, that's just a misunderstanding because it wasn't even like that, because her and her friend talked about it beforehand and they were going to do like this little skit. If they had gotten picked, they were going to like do this little skit. And so that's not actually how it was. It was a little skit between like her and her friend. Like her friend like knew that was what was going to happen. Like that was like the thing. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but bull fucking shit. I'm sorry, but bullshit. Because there is no way on earth you could pay me enough to make myself look like a fucking selfish asshole best friend or friend to someone, a selfish fucking dick, and be disrespectful towards another member of a group that I ult and that I love because, oh, we planned it and we thought it'd be a funny skit to do. There is no fucking way in hell that is true, because there is no way in hell you thought that you would look cute doing that. There's no way you talked this through, planned this out, and thought that doing those actions would make you look cute. There's no way. I call bullshit. You're just saying that so you don't look like a fucking dick. But we all know it's bullshit and that you're just a horrible friend. I'm sorry, but no. And I hope that she realizes what like a selfish asshole and what a selfish, like what a horrible friend she is. And not only that, but what a disrespectful person she's being, because you don't just reach out and touch people. Like I remember we were at a fan sign. Was it only one of? Or was it? Yeah, it was only one of. Right? Pretty sure it was a fan sign for only one of. It was before the concert, where you go through like the line, they sign everything, then you go back in line. And then you go through the line and you do the high touch, and you go through them, you do the high touch, and then you walk behind them and they're sitting down and you're standing behind them. They take the picture, the group photo, and then you leave. Okay? So we did the high touch, and I remembered saying something to them. Well, obviously they had already seen us when they signed the books. Or when they signed my album. When they've already seen us when they signed the album. Then we did the high touch. So they're seeing us the second time. I think I said something again during the high touch. And then when I walked back around, I was standing next to... Was I standing next to 9 and... I was in between like 9 and someone else or something, and I was like kind of like bent down. I think I did this between them, like the little flower pose, because I was like right between like their heads. So I think I did this between them, and I was like, oh my god, I'm right by, like I got to stand behind my bias, and he goes, oh really? And he like turned around and he's like, oh really? And I kind of like I kind of like did this on his shoulder, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, immediate, my reaction was immediate, like oh shit, I didn't mean to do that, like, cause the way he reacted and I reacted too, like, but I was like, oh shit, like I didn't mean to fucking touch you, like, oh god, like I immediately felt horrible because I touched his shoulder like this because he spoke to me and I responded back to him, and I felt awful, like I got so embarrassed. I was like, oh my god, but like I would never have like just reached out and touched someone without them interacting with me at all or anything like that. And even when I did just do that barely touch at all, I felt horrible. And he couldn't have, I don't think he cared, because he obviously, he didn't flinch, he didn't act or anything, because he was interacting with me. But still, like, that's how a normal person, I think, reacts when something like that happens. Is they, like they feel bad. They're like, oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. Ooh, like, oh, I hope I didn't offend anybody. Not, oh, let me reach out and grab you because, you happen to be in front of me. Like, no, like, that's not, like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like, I don't know. But yeah, like, I know, like, I accidentally, I'm like, ooh, but I'm not going to purposefully, like, reach out and grab someone. Like, no, like, that's awful. I don't know. Exactly, yeah, she put her hand in front of her face, like, pushed her friend's, like, face away. It was so fucking rude. Anyway, so... Ooh, Ray, I did not see that. That is disgusting. How is that even allowed in the venue? How did they get away with that? If I was security, I would have I would have taken that shit down. I did react to Deer Hunter, and oh my god, it was amazing. Definitely watch that reaction. Also, for those who are wondering, real quick, if you're looking for Blackpink reactions, I've tried to post them. I have tried. They're on the Patreon, you guys. I think they're listed for free on the Patreon. I think you have to be like a free member, because you can be like a member, but it's a free member to view it. I think that's how I have it listed. I'll have to double check tonight. But yeah, it's supposed to be under like the free member. Just as long as you're like a member free, you have access to watch it, because it was blocked on YouTube. So, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there, because I feel like sometimes people don't realize I've watched a lot of the Blackpink videos, but you just can't see it because it gets blocked on YouTube, so I have to post it on Patreon. But anyway, I did watch X Love. It was a song of the week like a few weeks back. So just if you just go to my channel and in the little search bar type X Love, you should find it. But yeah, it's just this girl, and she clearly doesn't see anything wrong with her actions, because instead of like actually like apologizing for like how she's behaved or what she's done, she's making excuses instead. And yes, someone did say that in the past, she has like dragged another member previously about something like in the past, based on like something she heard. So she started like talking about it, and it wasn't even like that. So like wasn't it Mingy? Oh yeah, it was the like, remember how like fans are like going around asking idols to like recommend certain TV shows or animes or whatever, and like a couple of idols have gotten like backlash for like recommending certain shows because it's technically about XYZ, but like most people don't even realize that that's actually what it's about. Anyway, whatever. So something like that happened with Mingy in the past, where he recommended, people like, oh, what anime are you watching? And he's like, oh, I started watching blah blah blah, and he got dragged online for like even saying that he watches it, and he's just like, I just asked him, I don't know. And so apparently, technically, the show was about XYZ, but I don't think he realized that that was what it was about. He was just watching an anime, whatever. And I think a lot of people who watch that anime weren't realizing that that's Right. That's exactly what I heard. That particular anime is highly censored and edited down in Korea. So the full version that a lot of people, he didn't recommend it. A fan did, and the clip was mistranslated. Okay, so there you go. The fan recommended it, but either way, the version that is played in Korea is censored and edited down compared to the normal version that is played elsewhere. So yeah. Anyway, so he got dragged online for that bullshit. And so she heard about it. Apparently, the same girl that stole the mic from her friend, she tried to say Mingy was handsome. She's like, no. And Mingy's hearing all this in her fucking in-ears. This same girl, because people were dragging her online, they went deep in her tweets and they found a tweet from her dragging Mingy about that situation. Like, like, I can't believe he would recommend this, blah, 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 and, like, started talking shit about Mingy recommending this anime when it wasn't even like that. That's not, like, it didn't happen like that. That's not what it was. But instead of just not saying anything, I guess she felt the need to go online and, say what she needed to say because, see, that's my thing. Like, I don't need to say every single like passing thought. I don't need to tweet out every single passing thought that I have. You know what I mean? And some people just really feel the need to do that. And it's kind of crazy to me. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, that tea is so good, you guys. Anyway, for those that don't know, I posted on my Instagram story, Darth Vader, a random Darth Vader cameo in the drive-thru of a White Castle after the aespa concert in Orlando. Very random, kind of hilarious. Check that out, pretty fun. Just very random. Like the car in front of us was blasting the Star Wars theme music, like dun 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 dun, like the Darth Vader like entrance music. They were blasting it in their car because they saw the guy. I guess there was like a convention and he was like in full like Darth Vader getup gear. And they saw him get out of his car, so they immediately like, blasted and rolled down the windows, blasting it. So the guy like walks all the way over and through the drive-thru, and the guy's like, "Ah, Vader!" and like gets out of his car and takes a picture with them. It was actually really cute. It was really fun. I was like, this has been a fun night. Okay, so let's talk about aespa concert. All right, so I didn't even realize that they were in Orlando. We've always kind of been under the, kind of thought process of if there is going to be a K-pop act that comes to town, it's a seated concert, we're able to go, we can afford to go, the schedule is cleared up in a way that we are able to go, and it isn't a seated venue. That is key because I'm too old for this shit. Then we will try our best to go, because not a lot of K-pop acts actually come to Florida much, especially Tampa, Orlando, St. Pete area. And so if they do, we want to try to support that, even if it's not a group that we hardcore stan or anything like that. We want to try to support that because, we want them to keep coming back here, So, yeah. So Caitlin on Wednesday night says, "Hey, do you want to do something spontaneous tomorrow?" And I'm thinking, what's this bitch about to have me doing? Like, what is going on? And I was like, what, why, what do you got going on? What are we doing? And so she goes, "You want to go see aespa tomorrow night?" And I was like, huh? She goes, "I thought their concert was on Friday, and since I work Friday nights, I just didn't bother with it. But apparently it's not. It's tomorrow." And I'm like, holy shit. And I was like, "Where is it?" She's like, "In Orlando." And I'm like, "What time?" She's like, 8. And I'm like, thinking about like what time I get off work. Would I be able to make this work? And I was like, I mean, yeah, okay, sure. Like, as long as the price is decent. Like, I don't care if we sit like way up in the 200s. Like, we're there for the vibes and the support. That's why we're there, And so she's like, okay, cool. Like, I'll like continue to check back, like, on the tickets tomorrow throughout the workday and just kind of see like if anything else opens up or like if the price goes down or something like that. Like, I'll just kind of like wait. And so like we waited throughout the day. She came and she came to the house. We got in the car. I was like working my last like hour or half an hour of my work day in my car. Just finishing up like, forwarding emails and, doing shit like that from like the car. Because I still had a little bit of work to finish up. Luckily I could do it mobily. So I was finishing up like doing like work emails and stuff like that from the car that last half an hour, while she was driving. And, yeah, so while she's driving, we have a lot of traffic, she goes on and she's like, ooh. And so she clicks on a couple things. She's like, oh, okay. And she clicks on it. She goes, okay, tickets bought. Really good seats. And I was just like, what'd you get? She goes, second row 100s next to the stage. I said, wait, what? I was like, how the fuck much did you pay? And she was just like, I think they were only like 125 or something. And I was like, what? I was like, there's no way. And so, like, I'm looking, I'm like, girl, everything I'm seeing in that area is 195. Are you sure? She goes, I clicked on it, and my full total ended up being blah, 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 whatever she said. And so she goes, so with, like, the fees and the taxes, yeah, I think it was 125 when I saw them. And I was like, I'm literally looking right now. I'm clicking. I'm like, the seat's 195, 195, 195. I'm like, if you got them for 125, it was a fucking miracle because everything around it's 195 right now. She goes, I don't know, dude. And I'm just like, that's fucking crazy. But I mean, I'm here for it. That's fine. Because the night before, we were looking at seats in the 200s, second row 200s for 105. So 105, $20 more to be next to stage 100s, second row, which means second row up from the floor. So here's the floor, 1 row, 2 rows. We're right there. And we were right, like right next to like where the stage was. Like kind of more so towards the front of the stage, but kind of the in-between, but more so towards the front of the stage. So yeah, just super last minute aespa concert. Yeah, crazy. Definitely wasn't, on my like bucket list or agenda, but I'm so glad I went because it was so much fun. Yeah, I thought they were really good. I did feel that there was a portion of the show I feel that they were not singing live, and then another portion of the show where they were definitely singing live, which I don't have any problems with that. I mean, you're doing a concert, you don't have to sing every part of the concert completely live. I don't expect you to. You're dancing the whole time and stuff like that. But yeah, the parts that they were singing live, I thought they sounded amazing. I really enjoyed watching them. I thought they were really fun. I thought they performed like wonderfully. They looked so cute. The one that stood out to me the most out of everyone was Winter. I loved her. Like, she seemed that she just had such incredible stage presence and a little bit of like sass to her. Like, she was adorable. She was phenomenal. Also, her vocals were incredible, but also just like her dancing, she was more expressive. And her and Giselle, like Giselle really stood out to me as well as far as like her dancing. I felt like she just put like more like kind of like sass and attitude in the dancing. She gave it a little more oomph, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like those two stood out to me the most. They were all great and they all looked phenomenal. But I don't really know them personality wise like that. And while watching the concert, I felt that I got a personality out of Giselle and Winter. I felt like I still couldn't really read Karina or Ning Ning. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Karina and Ning Ning were like more playing a role, which makes sense. They were literally there doing their job. Like, yes. And they did their job brilliantly. They were so good. Like, they looked so good and they sounded so good. But I felt like I was getting these like fun personality bits from Winter and Giselle. Towards the end, I was seeing it a little bit more from Karina and Ning Ning, but like throughout the pretty much the whole show, I was seeing it like from like Giselle and Winter. But yeah, after seeing them live and everything like that, I feel like Winter is probably my bias. You guys know I have only like reacted to like a few things from them so far. So I've never really like claimed a bias one way or another because of that. I don't really like know them that much. But yeah, I feel like after seeing them live, I feel like Winter I think stood out to me the most, and maybe Giselle the second most, I think. Which is crazy because when I got into the group, the only person I knew getting into the group was Karina because of her being a trainee for so long. Like she did stuff with like Kai in the past, like she did a dance thing for like this car company or whatever with Kai in the past. So I've seen her in that, and I also saw her doing I think she did a dance practice with Taemin. She was the female in the dance practice that Taemin had one time too. So I've seen Karina do stuff in the past before she was even in aespa, when she was just a trainee still. So I personally thought that I would maybe naturally gravitate towards Karina, because she's like a really like pretty, like very much a visual, and she's been doing stuff for so many years with SM and stuff like that. I just thought she would naturally stand out the most for me. But I don't really know anything about them, or I still don't know anything about them or really their personalities. But like I said, I feel like the person I got the most from performance wise was Winter. I don't know. I just thought that she sounded and looked amazing, and she was super cute. I don't know if I should. Let me see. Let me see. Da 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 da. Hold on. Da 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 da. Ow, shit. Well, hey, good news. My fan cam's still up. Good news. Fan cam's still up. Let me see if I can find their solos. Is this Winter solo? Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Is this it? Is this? Was it after this? Ooh. Ooh, can I? Ooh. 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 Ooh, can I? Ooh. That's Navis's solo, which that was an interesting thing. But I get it. It gives the girls a break, from performing. When do the solos come on? Is this it? No, that's not it. Hello? When are the solos? Nope. Okay, these are the solos. Okay, hold on. I gotta find it. Okay, I think it's here. I think we're about to get into Winter solo. Okay, yeah. I don't know who's who, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I do know who the girls are. I mean, they've obviously introduced themselves. Another thing that I found that I thought was so interesting is, yeah, J-Hope is going nowhere near me. So that would be a no. We apparently don't exist for some groups. So that sucks. And I do not have the funds to be flying anywhere at the moment. There are only a very small handful of people that I would fly to see. If EXO came, I would obviously fly to go see EXO. And I would probably fly to see DPR again. But yeah, it's very few. Very few. But yeah, so yeah, he's not coming anywhere near us, unfortunately. Someone also asked me like during the concert, like in the chat, like if I was going to be seeing Treasure's not coming anywhere near me, so the answer would be no. If they were coming near me and we could get last minute tickets like we did with this and decide to go see them on a whim, then yeah, absolutely, I would love to see them. Why not? I know he comes back literally like tomorrow. Well, technically it's Sunday, so Monday, right? He comes back Monday, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, okay, let's click on this. All right, so this was when she was getting ready to go on. Her like video was still playing. Sorry for the pixelation. I was live streaming, so this is a live stream. It's sorry for the shaky cam. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. We were like really close, you guys. Then this happened. I was like, woo, that's so fun. Like, that's really fun. So, like, the POV on the screen is, like, her walking towards the camera. Walk it, girl. Walk it, girl. Let me just tell you the section that we were in. The section that we were in was so fun. They were so fun. They were like, wah! Singing every like, 6 1 little spark. Like if they were singing like all the words, they were jumping up and down with their light sticks. Our section was so much fun. It was great. Like I actually had a really fun time. Let me show you guys the like their intro and stuff like that. 1 second. So you can see like what they started with. Wow, this was how my live stream was? Guys, y'all didn't say shit to me. This is awful. Anyway, they did so many songs that I was just like, hey, I know this song. Or, hey, I know this song. That kept happening, like, several times throughout. Also, what's the first solo that happened? Hold on a second. Because there was a solo that happened. And I was like, oh, I know this song. And then I was like, wait, I don't know this song. What is this? Hold on. Is it this? Hold on. No, it wasn't Giselle. It was... Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Is it Karina's? No. Didn't Wendy go last? Or Wendy, fucking Winter! Jesus, why do I keep doing that? What is wrong with me? Did that during the live stream too. Like, what's actually wrong with me? It's not that one. Whose solo is it? Yes, it's Up. It's Up. Yes. Okay. Hold on a second. I might be crazy. And I understand that. That's a thing that happens sometimes. Okay. But I was like, is it, so if I type Karina Up, I'm going to find it, right? Okay. So listen to this song. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Right? That's the bass beat. Just listen to the bass beat. Not all the other shit. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. That's all I want you to listen to, okay? I'm listening to this and I'm like, oh, I've heard this before. And then I'm like, wait, have I heard this before? I'm like, well, I think I probably have heard it on Save One Drop Ones, I believe. But then also I was like, oh my God, I know what it's reminding me of. Obviously completely different, but still reminds me of. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, let's see. Do you hear it? Do you see why I was like, oh, I feel like I know this? And I was like, wait, no, I'm thinking of a completely different song. But wow, that's reminding me of that song a lot. Does that make sense? Do you hear it? Okay, you do hear it, right? So I'm not crazy? Yeah. Anyway, obviously the sound is different, clearly. Yeah, not exactly. Anyway, that was Isna, which I've reacted to Isna. I've never reacted to Karina or Up. So when I heard it, I'm like, oh, now that happened a lot throughout the night. Where I would hear a song and I'm like, oh, I know this one. Or like, oh, I've heard that chorus. Or I've heard that in a Save One Drop One. That happened a lot throughout the night. Because obviously, I've only reacted to a couple of aespa songs. Excuse me. But I know a shit ton of aespa choruses. Because obviously their songs are popular. And I've seen them on 50 million Save One Drop Ones. And stuff like that. Oh my God, I keep on hiccuping. So I know of a ton of aespa songs, but I just haven't reacted or heard them. So it would like start and I'm like, oh, I know this song. Like, oh, okay. Oh, that's what the song sounds like. You know, like Black Mamba. I've only know Mamba. I've never, I've never heard the rest of the song. I finally got to hear it live. And also like, 'cause I'm too spicy for you. It's spicy. Never heard that whole song. I don't think I have, at least. But yeah, I finally got to see it live. So, you know, stuff like that. So that was like actually really, really cool that I finally got to like see live, like, you know, what so many people or what I've seen so many times. Whoa, hello? What I had seen so many times, I finally got to see. What are you doing? I don't want to send you feedback. What is happening? Anyway, I thought it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed watching them. You hear me? I know this song. You hear all the people behind me, like, beside me screaming the lyrics. It was really great. I thought that was a lot of fun. Anyway, it was a lot of fun, y'all. I don't know what to tell you. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, I don't know a ton of their songs or anything like that, but I thought it was really fun to watch them live. And I had fun. I had a blast. It was good stuff, guys. Anyway, did I see this shit with Dara? It was super long ago, but I'm like, why would she admit this while giggling with Mincy or think it was okay? I have no idea what you were talking about. I'm sorry. No idea. I know those names are from 21, but that's all I know. Oh, that would definitely would be something I would never tell anybody. I would never do. And if I did do it because I was a fucking idiot, I would definitely never tell anybody. That's not something to giggle about. Like, oh my god, you know what I did one time? No, that's not cute. That's not cute. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, that's no. I'm surprised this shit hasn't gotten out sooner. Let's be real. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. I didn't even think about that, Aaliyah. Ugh. Ugh. Whew. Okay. What else do we have? Because I definitely have to record the CBX concert soon, and I have to make sure and check things to see if I can record it, if I have to set up my whole system like I did the last time, which I'm praying that I don't have to. But I'm going to have to test all of that out and figure out how to sign in. Because I'm signed in on my phone, but I don't remember how I did that. So I've got to figure it out. But let's see what other, like, news we might have. What other tea we might have, you guys. Look, I get that I get that, like, literally probably 95% of this is jokes. I get this. I understand this. I can take a joke too. But personally, because of how toxic fandoms can be, especially when it comes to idols and dating or idols and relationships or whatever, because of how toxic fandoms can be, I personally would just never joke about being super jealous or toxic or acting in a toxic way, even if it was a joke, simply because of how that actually is going on out there. And that actually, like, there are people out there who are like, calm the hell down. You don't know this boy. You don't know his life. You are not involved in his life. I don't care how much you think you are in your mind. You're not. So because that does happen, I just would not want to contribute to that, even in a joking way. And once again, I know that 95% of this are probably just jokes, but I don't even think we need to contribute it to the behavior in a joking way. And I say that because there are too many who aren't joking behaving this way, and that is unhealthy and toxic. So what I'm referring to is Mingy was on a fan call, and someone, like, the fan said something about I don't remember, something, I forget exactly what was said, I'm so sorry, but basically he was talking about, he said something like, no, you're my girlfriend, and she kind of laughed, and she goes, oh, you're gonna make a lot of 18E jealous by saying that. And he goes, and he goes, no, only for you. And he has this big smile on his face, and he's kind of like, only for you, and he was fucking adorable. Oh my God, he was so cute. And the amount of comments and retweets. Mingy sleeping outside tonight. Welcome home, cheater. Like, it was mainly like, PCs are sleeping outside tonight. This is why you never can trust a man. Blah blah. Like, like almost all of the either quote retweets or replies on the someone posting this was Mingy's PCs are sleeping outside tonight. I don't bias Mingy anymore. My new bias is blah, blah, blah. Like, literally. And once again, I'm sure majority, it's jokes. I get it. Majority of this is all jokes. But we have to remember that there are people in this fandom that aren't joking. They're 100% serious. And because of that, let's not contribute to that behavior by responding in that way, because we're encouraging those behaviors and making it seem as if he did want to date someone, that's how we would be responding. What if he did want to date someone? What if he did, want to, have a girlfriend? Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, are we going to behave that way then? Or are we going to be like, oh, the one I saw said, this is why pick Sunghwa. See, it's like, you're going too far with it. Like, don't joke about them and their friendships like that. Like, we don't know them. Like, no, come on now. Oh my God, this hair is driving me crazy today. Like, you see it? What is that? And why does it happen? It's so obnoxious. Do you want to be down here with your friends? Let's have you down here with the friends. Maybe you'll stay in place. Anyway, once again, I get that we like to have fun as a fandom. We like to, tease the members, and we like jokes. We get it. But because this type of joke gets out of hand very quickly when idols do decide to date, it's not a joke anymore. It's real. And this is how people behave during those types of times. My thought is if the weirdo fans were going to be weird, they would be weird with or without other people's jokes. Oh, facts, 100%. I think just my I guess point is, like, because you guys have to remember, being an XOL and seeing Chen go through the literal abuse and torture that this man went through when he announced that he was engaged and was going to marry, you know, his fiance. The uproar that caused. And then we found out that, you know, he was then going to become a father. The way these people turned on him at the drop of a fucking hat. Like, 1 second we were cheering him on like he was the best thing in the entire world at the end of the year concert. About a week or so into, and that was on December 31st, and about a week or maybe 2 weeks into January, he makes the announcement, and you would think that this man committed murder. The way that the fandom turned on him. The way that these people tried to kick him out of the group. The way that they said he betrayed his fans. He betrayed the fans because he has a girlfriend. He betrayed his fans. Like, that's the mentality of these people. And it's just kind of crazy. And so that's why, because I've seen the horrible, like, treatment in which, you know, that was given to these idols just for literally living their lives. It was horrible, and no one should be treated that way, and no one should have to go through that. Do you guys remember Joshua, 17? He was accused of having a girlfriend. Jongwon, recently accused of dating another idol. Jongwon, to this day, had people hating. He went to another country to do something, or went to somewhere, I don't know what, to do something. And people are literally, like, hating on him and, like, holding up signs, like, protesting him, like, how he needs to be kicked out of the group. Like, literally, I think they sent trucks. They sent trucks to Hybe about how Jongwon needs to be kicked out of the group because there was a rumor that he was dating someone. A rumor, unfounded, that he denied multiple times. The company denied, and he personally, on Livestream, denied, saying, I'm not dating anyone. No, I'm not dating anyone. Hybe came out and said he's not dating anyone. And they still sent a truck demanding him to be kicked out of the group. The leader of ENHYPEN. Because there's a rumor he's dating someone. Like, and that's what I mean. Like, I get that his PCs are sleeping outside. I get it. I know it's a joke. Ha ha. But I hate that type of joke because I see what behavior actually occurs when people are accused of dating or when people do say that they are dating. I see the type of behavior that these idols get from these horrible, toxic fans just for living a life. Joshua still gets hate because of the rumor that he's dating someone. Because it was never proven one way or another whether he was or wasn't. Because I think they, like, just refused to answer. And he's never been like, I don't know if he's ever come out. I don't think he has ever come out and been like, no, I'm not dating someone. He just won't acknowledge it because he thinks it's bullshit. He's not acknowledging it. Good for him. He doesn't need to. That is his private fucking life. And that's my thing. Like, you have to remember that they're doing their job. And as long as they're doing their job, then they're good. Outside of that is their personal life. Just like when you go to work, you're doing your job. And when you come home, you have a personal life. Same fucking difference. You are not entitled to know who he is speaking to, who he is having dinner with, if he's dating someone. You are not entitled to that information just because you bought their album. And the fact that these people think that they own these idols simply because they bought their album is insane. Like, I think it happened, was it Joshua? Was it Vernon? Was it Joshua? I can't fucking remember. But someone was pissed, and may have even been another group. Someone was pissed because they saw an idol go out to dinner or something. Or no. Who was it? An idol bought a present for another idol. That's a friend of theirs. Was it a watch? Yes. Someone bought Mark. Mark bought a watch for Youngji. Because they did the whatever the fuck that song called. Mark bought a watch for Youngji because they're friends, and he wanted to thank her for doing the collab with him on that song and video and stuff. And she has been a huge like Mark stan for years. Even before she was like at her status now, she has been a Mark stan for a very long time. So you know she was so excited to do this collab with him. They did the collab, blah 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 blah. Right? Mark bought a watch for Youngji. You have people online dragging her to all hell and back. You have people online dragging her to all hell and back and berating him, basically telling him that they don't want him spending that money, that their money that way. That's their money he's spending, and they don't approve of him buying her shit. Literally, that people were telling him this online. That they bought his album to support him, and that's not what they're supporting. They ain't supporting him buying shit for other people like that. What? Like, bitch, that is not for you to say, honey. If you want to support your idol, you support your idol. How they choose to spend the money that they have earned is how they choose to spend their money. You are not their mama. You do not tell them what they do and what they don't do. That's not your place. Know your fucking place as a fan. Know your place. It is just crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. So that was also happening online too. So once again, because there are such clearly mentally unstable people out there demanding things from idols when it comes to friends that they have, when it comes to rumors about them dating, when it comes to that's confirmed that they are dating, whatever it is, because of how mentally unstable and toxic there are a lot of people out there that are behaving this way towards their idols. And because of this, and because that toxicity is so strong and horrible, I just don't think, I personally wouldn't add to it by joking, oh, his PCs are sleeping outside, because he called one of the 18s his girlfriend. You know, because someone, you know, because an idol called one of their fans, like, oh, you're my girlfriend. Like, only you're my girlfriend. And like a fan call because they were like having fun being playful with one of the fans. I personally wouldn't respond in a way to say, oh, no, his PCs are sleeping outside tonight, or, oh, well, I'm not biasing him anymore, or like, you know, putting the welcome home cheater, like, you know, and, you know, saying, you know, yeah, see, this is why you can never trust men. Like, I personally would not comment in that way, because at the end of the day, you're adding towards the mentality that them dating someone or having a girlfriend or whatever, even flirting with other people is not okay. You're adding towards that mentality. Even if you're joking, it's still adding towards the mentality of the fact that an idol is not allowed to do that. And I wouldn't do anything to add to that, because there's already enough of it for realsies out there. Yes, I said for realsies. Anyway, that's how I feel about that. It's my personal opinion. When I see comments like that, I just find it very cringe, and I get it. You're joking. Most people are, and I get that. I totally do. I just wouldn't. I've seen what Chen went through for an entire year, almost an entire year, until he decided, I'm just going to go to the military. Because what else would he do? You know what I mean? Like, his daughter was just born. He needs to leave for the military eventually in the next few years. And he's literally being threatened online daily. and people are protesting for him to leave the group simply because he has a wife and a child now, even though he's done nothing as far as his actual job, that he's done nothing to hinder his actual job. It's just people feel he betrayed them because he decided to get married and have a child. And like when you see these threats online of people saying that if they ever catch his wife or their child out in the open, out in the streets, they're gonna throw acid on them. Literally, that's what people were saying. That they will literally harm his wife and his child if they see them out in public. It was disgusting, guys. Like, it's horrible. Like, you're literally, like, threatening a fucking child. Like, a baby. That's disgusting behavior. That people are even typing this with their little fingers on the internet. Disgusting. And, of course, SM didn't do shit. And after, 10 months of that shit, he decided that he was going to go to the military. And I don't fucking blame him. He's nothing but a hate train for like solid 10 months. And I mean, if he's going to leave and have to be forced to leave his child and his wife for, almost 2 years' time, might as well be when your child's not going to remember that you've been gone. Leave while your child's still a baby. They won't remember that you weren't there because they would have been a baby. They're not going to remember that. At least you'll be there the entire time throughout the time where they can actually remember and have those memories and retain that information. So it just made sense for him to go, given those two factors. But yeah, it's just disgusting. Yeah, the weird opinion. Oh, I can't stand him. He's married. What the fuck does that have to do with his job and his talent? Exactly, Drookie. Exactly. He is there to sing and dance and put on a great performance. And as long as he's doing that, he is doing his job. And let me tell you, Jen has never failed in doing that. He has never failed in doing his job. He is a main vocal for a reason, and that boy can fucking sing. I'm about to fucking record him on a concert tonight in a couple hours, and I'm so excited for this shit. Yeah. So anyway, once again, because there's so much of this, like, craziness happening out there, with actual, like, toxic stands and behavior, and just the overall mentality that it's not okay for an idol to flirt or date, or anything like that, let's not add to that stereotype mentality, toxic mentality, by even joking that way. By even joking, oh, no, I'm not going to bias him anymore, or his PCs are going to sleep outside tonight. Like, simply because he flirted with, like, another fan. Like, that just adds to the mentality that it's not okay for them to, like, date. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. You can agree, you can not agree. It's completely fine. That's just how I see it. I don't know. I think we need to get out of that stereotypical mindset of, and it's not okay for an idol to date or flirt. 100%. And I tell all the time, I'm like, respectfully, he looked fine as fuck. Like, I get he's married. I'm not trying to sleep with him. I don't want to sleep with him. But I'm going to tell you that he looks fine as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you can say that an idol looks good and acknowledge the hard work that they've obviously put in to upkeep their appearance and to look good for you. You can 100% acknowledge that. But that doesn't mean you want to sleep with them. So you can acknowledge the hard work he's put in. Just because he's married doesn't change that. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to see if there's any other tea real quick before we need to go. We need to go. I have no idea what the hell I just took a picture of. I have no idea. Oh, I saw a little, like, new, like, meme type, like, not meme, just like an image, and I loved it. I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but I just love it. It said, "Have the day you voted for." I like that. Have the day you voted for. Yep. We got into that too much last week. We're not going to get into it now. Okay, now I'm back on images from last week's tea time, which we don't need to get into. So yeah, I think I've gone through all the tea time. Let me just double check and make sure. Oh, I love this. I think I saved this. I think it was on TikTok, and I think I saved it. I think this was when everyone thought obviously TikTok was going to get shut down, which who knows? Maybe it will again one day. I don't know. But I loved this and I thought it was great. It's not anymore. It was. It was for one day. No, less than a day. It was for like, I don't know, 8 hours. And then he was like, oh, I'm not gonna do it, so thank me for that. He's the one who took it down to begin with. He's the one who started the complaints about it doesn't need to be up. Like years ago, he's the one who started this whole thing. He's the one who initiated it being taken down. And then he was the hero that brought it back for everyone. Like, we're dealing with this because of you. Don't act like you're the fucking hero, you dumbass. Anyway, I saw this on TikTok and I saved it because I thought it was fun. And I want everyone to see it. I thought it was really fun. So, let's listen, shall we?
Someone thinks it's weird that you're a K-pop stan? Who cares? Do whatever you want. It's your life. Lock in, listen to me. Do whatever you want. Oh, they think it's cringe that you're a K-pop stan? I think it's cringe that they care so much. Lock in. Because guess what? How could you care so much about someone else when it has nothing to do with you? Don't you think that's weird? Because I think that's weird. It's just music at the end of the day. It's just good music that you like, that I like, that so many people like. It's just music. Oh, and you want to go even further? You got a poster? Put it on your wall. Someone thinks that weird? Who cares? You got a photo card? Put it on your waist. Put it in a photo card holder. Who cares? You want to put your bias as your phone screen? Who cares? Do it. Live your life. Seriously, life is too short to care about other people thinking that, oh, this is weird, or oh, that is weird. Because guess what? You're just going to end up sad. You're just going to end up doing things that you don't want to do. You're going to end up living life like you don't want to live. Life is so much better when you just live it however you want to live it. And the people who are going to keep paying attention to you, they're not paying attention to their lives. Because want to know why? Their lives are sad. And that's why they care so much about your life. Because they want your life to be sad too. Because their life is miserable. Listen to what you want to listen. Be a fangirl. Be a fanboy. Do whatever you want. Go to the concert. Travel. Do whatever you want. Because guess what? At the end of the day, K-pop is just music. That's it. Do whatever you want. Seriously. Lock in. Who cares? Someone thinks it's weird that you're a K-pop.
I was like, hell yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely. Love that. That was... Is it... BLASIANWHITE. You can say that however you want to say it. I'm not saying that because I don't know if saying that's offensive. So I'm just going to spell it out. I don't know if me saying that is offensive. I don't think it is, but I'm not taking my chances because I don't know. I don't know if certain terms are offensive and certain terms aren't offensive. I don't fucking know. So I'm just not going to say. I'll spell it for you. But that's his actual like channel name. That's his page name on TikTok. But I just thought that was a lot of fun. I was like, fuck yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. Oh yeah, the whole TikTok is back thanks to Trump. Oof. Like, okay, buddy. He's the one who took it away to begin with, so, okay. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh my god, this guy is nuts. Look at this guy. Look how nutty this guy is. But he's, like, super fun. But, man, he is nutty. But I had to save his.
Hello. You are a fantastic person. You're alive and you're watching this. And you obviously have eyes where you can hear me through the microphone. And what's nice about that is basically connection is a wonderful thing. And you've got the opportunity to connect with people with love or fear. So, yeah. You choose whichever one you want, but let me tell you, when you get through the pian, the uncomfort zone of unknowing, and you enjoy life, you will get to the other side of, well, celebration. Have a lovely day and know that I love you from the bottom of my heart. Whatever happens, you're a fantastic person, and I love, love, love. That's all there is. Oh. Hello. You are...
What? That guy is a complete nut job and I love it. I love it. So fun. Celebration. Oh my god. I can't. I was like, what did you say? So good. Huh? I had to like watch it twice to fully catch everything he said. I'm like, what? So funny. I love it. I just fucking love it. I love that I needed to hear that. That's right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I saved it. I was like, I love this. I love this. Anyway. All right. Well, I should probably, do you guys have any other tea that we need to discuss? That's really all I have currently, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just like looking around. Is there anything else I need to talk about? I don't know. I gotta clean this room up tomorrow. I have to figure out how to record this concert, hopefully. I gotta clean this room up tomorrow. I gotta record a bunch of shit. Yeah. And I gotta do a bunch of laundry tomorrow, too. So, there's that. Fun times, y'all. Good times, fun times. I need to set my shit up, record it, go to sleep for about 3 hours, come back, stop the recording, go back to sleep, and, yeah. Wake up tomorrow, start doing laundry, start cleaning shit. Yeah. Hells yeah. Thanks. So yeah, so I'll probably, this is gonna be the end of the live. I'll probably just end the live and the stream at the same time, and the recording for tea time at the same time. But yeah, I think that is 4797. I don't even want to talk about lately. He wore a tank top on a live stream once. Tried to cover it up, and 18 was like, "No, you're fine. Like, if you're comfortable in a tank top, wear a tank top. Like, we're fine. Like, we're fine if you're fine. It's totally okay." And then, like, the fucking next post he posts, he's completely shirtless, brushing his damn teeth. We're like, well, fuck. He took our thumbs up and ran with that shit. Oh my god. And then just since then, look, I've already said this was his era. This was his era because holy shit. Has been, the attackage is real, honey. Like, real. This has been his era. He looks amazing. Ugh, it's so ridiculous. I wasn't expecting him to go from 0 to 100 immediately. He's like, "Oh, you're cool with it? Bet. Okay, gotcha." Like, wow, fuck, Jesus. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, exactly. It's great. Anyway, yeah, no, it's awesome. I love him. Okay, I'm gonna go. I have a little bit of tea left. Hopefully this will last me until I figure out how to record this shit. Then we can go. And then I can go as into bed. Okay. I love you guys a bunch. A whole hell of a lot, you guys. Please like the video if you're watching this on the second sip, or the stream if you're watching this now. Hey. But yeah, that's gonna be it, you guys. It's probably gonna make that extra noise that it makes when I try to end the stream. I don't know why it does that. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Okay, that's all. I love you guys. Let me pull up my outro. I know you guys normally, on the second sip, you guys don't normally get the outro on the second sip, yo. Well, you're getting it today, honey, because you're staying till the end. If it decides to play, because apparently my computer thinks I'm doing too many things at once right now. Anyway, yeah. I love you a whole bunch, you guys. But that is it. I will see you guys out in the next video. Bye! Da 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 ta ta.